All right, everyone, we just have two more equations left on this would be the same kind of lesson that I would teach if I was teaching a seated class. So I'm going to go ahead and just record these last two equations. So notice on the left-hand side, we have to distribute the 7 to clear out the parentheses. That's called distributive property. So we take 7 times 2x and 7 times 1. On the left-hand side, we're going to combine those terms because we have 18x minus 19x, so that's negative 1x. You don't have to write the 1, but I'm just going to write it this time. Now, I'm going to get my variables on the right because I have the negative 1x already on the right all alone, right? So I subtract the 14x, and that leaves me on the left-hand side with 7. On the right-hand side, I have negative 15x, and then to solve for x, I divide by negative 15. And I end up with x equals negative 7/15. Now, if you're checking this answer, I would just advise you to use a calculator. So it's pretty messy when you have to put in a fraction like this to check. And so I would just do 18 times negative 7/15. Make sure you know how to use your fraction key on your calculator. That can be very, very handy. All right, so one more time we're going to solve this equation, and we're going to start out by simplifying. On both sides we have some like terms. So this is 1 and negative 6. So 1 plus negative 6 is negative 5t. I'm going to keep the negative 13. Actually, I'm going to put the t first. And I have t, a 1t minus 3t. So that leaves me with negative 2t minus 13. And then since I have a variable by itself, a variable term, negative 5t on the left, I'm going to add 2t on both sides. So now I have negative 3t equals negative 13. I divide by negative 3 to solve, and t is a positive 13/3. So that's the end of lesson 2.3. I hope you guys are learning to solve equations and feeling comfortable. Bye.